Welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestling Truth's G1 Climax coverage special, and truly, this may be the last of the bunch, Ethan. I, of course, am your host. My name is Mike, and I am accompanied, as always, by the owner, the operator, the man behind it all over at Pro Wrestling Truth, my man Ethan. Ethan, how you feeling?
Second to last, we've made it, and we're gonna fucking pave the fucking road in gold, buddy. On this episode, somebody loses a bet.
I love
We know who,
We do know who. It's
but you out there don't.
Ethan, we
But
took a
we're gonna
ride.
find out.
We took a ride over a month, and we officially reached the last week of block action within the G1. Let's jump right in if that's okay with you.
I'm more than happy to.
Your first night was Tag 14, which took place on the 9th of August. Your opening contest that night for block action was Yujiro Takahashi taking on Yoshihashi. Takahashi came away with the win here. This was fine until Show the dipshit showed up and fucked everything up. House of Torture collectively sucked my balls. 2.25, and that's all I have to say about that.
Yep, 2.25 from me too. Yoshihashi made this, well, as usual, made this be somewhat tolerable, and so I gave it a little more than 2 stars. Normally it would have been much less. Not much else to say. We both got this one right.
Thank God.
That's it.
Then we had Chase Owens taking on Sonata. Sonata comes away with the victory. The best part of this was the banter between El Phantasma and Kevin Kelly, but somehow this was still better than the opener. I went 2.5.
Yes, Sonata moves up to 6 points here. Fuck Chase Owens.
Love that. Tai Chi versus Tama Tonga. That was really the first match that was good over this week. Tama comes away with a big win. This was a blast, man. I could have gone without seeing the whole glove debacle thing, but it also wasn't my previous knowledge of it. But I guess it was important to show that Tama was truly over the Bullet Club fuckery. The finishing sequence felt like it was a car crash in the best way. I went 3.5 here. I thought it was great.
I went 3.5, and I wanted to go 3 3/4 because I loved this shit. But it's in reality 3.5. I mean, fucking ruled, man. These guys are both so fun. Like, this was the perfect card placement for them. They just ran with it, man.
That's it.
Tama gets to win with the gun stun, and moves along to bigger and better things.
Then you had Lance Archer taking on Jonah. Archer won via countout. This was as good as it was going to get between these two guys. Unfortunate that we didn't get to see Jonah fly off the damn top rope with the torpedo to kill Lance, nor do we get a complete blackout from the Murder Hawk monster. But man, this was good. The countout victory for Lance it felt big, and Jonah was fucking pissed about it, and I loved it. I thought it was great. 3.25.
Yeah, the biggest thing here was that, never mind, this sounds like I'm going on a little roast. Well, Mike picked Jonah to win this match, and I picked Archer. So at this point in our little game, I move ahead by a point, but Mike's about to take control here in a little bit, so.
Yeah, it's fine. Then we had Kenta taking on Tetsuya Naito as our main event. Naito picks up a win here, and my only note was, hey, look, Naito showed up for Kenta. It was a great finishing stretch, and Naito hit the Destino for the win. 4 stars, thought it was great.
All right, I have to come clean to everybody. I haven't watched some of these matches. I watched the first match on this night, bullshitted those last 3, and now here I am coming clean. I haven't seen this match. I want to see this match, and I will watch this match, but not as of right now. So Naito wins as expected, and we're moving on forward, buddy.
Tag 15 took place the day after on the 10th. El Phantasma took on David Finlay to open. El Phantasma with a big win here. David Finlay's had a blast of a showing in the G1, and El Phantasma's had his in his own right. It was a good opener. I thought it was a perfect opener, and El Phantasma came away with the win, 3.25.
I'm just surprised LP has gotten as many victories as he has. And I'm shocked David Finlay beat him, or he beat David Finlay after Finlay beat Ospreay. Well, fuck. LP beat Ospreay, and he goes on to beat someone I won't name. So
He had a
I
good
don't know.
run,
I guess they both got huge victories, but David Finlay looked fucking great.
He looked good. Yeah, he did. Great O'Con versus Tama Tonga. Tama won 3 stars. It was no frills. I thought it was good.
Once again, I thought Great O'Con was going to win this, but I was wrong. And I'm glad I was wrong. The way they built Tama up in this was good, though.
They did the fucking thing with Tama, man. Evil versus Zack Sabre Jr. Zack won. This was effectively an Evil squash. Thought it was awesome.
Match of the tournament.
It eliminated Evil mathematically from the G1, so phenomenal work to Mr. Sabre. I do have a quote. I think it might be the only quote that I have of the whole week. Lance Archer was on commentary. He said, do you think Dick Togo's real name is Richard? And, man, it sent me to the fucking moon and back. 1.5 stars, wasn't anything exciting.
Lance really came out of I mean, not that he was ever in a shell, but he came out to play on this G1, bud.
That's it, man.
It's fucked up. But nah, man. This is one of the top 5 of my favorite fucking matches of the tournament. 45 seconds. Send his ass the fuck home. Don't stay in there and fuck around for so long, guys. Wrestling's boring most of the time.
That's fair.
Get to it.
That's fair. Then we had Tom Lawlor versus Kazuchika Okada. Okada came away with a win here. This was fucking awesome. Lawlor pulled out a great one out of Okada, and he proved that he belonged in the process. Okada may be the best wrestler in the world at garnering sympathy, and he did it really well throughout this. The story was, his arms the entire time. Lawlor looked like a fucking badass throughout this, too. It was great. A bit of a downer because this was 3 out of 3 matches that ended as a roll-up finish. So that was a bit of a bummer, but it was a fantastic match. Nonetheless, I went 3 3/4.
Okada's he's had a great tournament here, man.
Yeah, man.
Really good. He's put on for so many people. Everyone he's entered that ring with, he's made look a lot better.
He did the damn thing.
Literally.
You had Goto taking on Hiroshi Tanahashi in the main event here. Did you get to catch this main event or no?
No, and this is the one I'm actually very upset that I haven't seen.
Man, so Goto comes away with a big win here. This was everything I wanted and so much more. Goto's been excellent through the G1. I think I've said that numerous times. And he fought for his fucking life throughout this. This was awesome. The last 5 minutes is really the highlight of it. It felt like a strong style showcase. And Goto beat the piss out of Tana there, and it was great. It was awesome. 4.5.
I'm ready to watch this because, till 9 or 10 years ago in the G1, Tana broke Goto's jaw with the fucking palm strike, and now, as I read, literally as soon as I woke up the morning this happened, I saw everyone talking about how they intentionally or unintentionally did a callback to that. It's how do you fucking... I just want to see how they pulled it off. I haven't even seen a clip of it, but he bled a lot, right?
Dude, he busted his ass, bro.
So I'm like, he broke his jaw legit. And here, what happens? Do they, I'm just wondering what they did, and does it planned or what?
Dude, he busted his ass, though.
I'm ready to see it. I just think it's cool they did a callback on that. Goto here, he gets his win back after he fucking let Tana go over him, headed into that AEW title match earlier this year. Good enough for him, man.
Yes, sir. Tag 16 took place on the 13th of August. Kenta versus Aaron Hanare opened. Kenta wins. This was 2 matches entirely. Did you get to catch this one?
But no, I didn't catch nothing but the last 2 nights of action.
So this was 2 matches entirely. The first half of the match was a pancrase match of them just literally beating the shit out of each other. It was awesome, dude. And then obviously turned into a wrestling match. Hanare has made me a fan throughout the G1 until unfortunate news about Aaron Hanare came out. And Kenta
knew I was waiting for that.
Kenta picks up a big win as he moves on to play spoiler for the Ace moving forward. 3.5 stars. Thought it was great.
I was just gonna say, it looks like Hanare's primal bro abilities didn't get him the victory here. So,
and that is why Aaron Hanare is your fucking boy. Then we
Don't
had
you fucking
then we-
do that shit.
then we
here.
had
You
Jeff
should-
Cobb taking on
Fuck
Toriano.
off.
Cobb comes away with the victory. This is a funny Yano match. Jeff Cobb kind of dumbed it down for it. Glad it didn't overstay its welcome, 1.5 stars. It was fine.
Jeff Cobb won.
Yeah.
That's good.
The least problematic person in United Empire.
That we know of.
Yeah, fucking please don't come out about it. Yujiro Takahashi taking on Shingo Takagi. Shingo comes away with the win. There was more House of Torture bullshit throughout this, which made it feel laborious to sit through. Shingo killing Yujiro with a pumping bomber was awesome. Fucking flatlines his ass. So I went 2.5 on it. All for that.
Good. More Shingo killing people, please.
That's it. That's
Thanks.
what I want. Ospreay took on Yoshihashi. We had Ospreay win here in an ass beater. Yoshihashi was fucking awesome throughout this tournament, man. He had such good matches. His shoulder was the story of this whole match, and Ospreay worked it to hell and back. It felt really, really like a slow pace, like good shit. But man, Yoshihashi just would not quit, and it felt like at the end when Ospreay was finally about to win, and like you kind of felt that overwhelming sense of dread. It felt like watching like a wounded animal get put out to pasture. It was fucking awesome. It was good shit. I went 3 3/4 on that.
Yeah, this match and the next one are the two from this night that I'm gonna go back and make sure to watch. This may have been the most predictable night of action. Like, me and you both got every single match right, and I mean, on paper, it's everything you'd expect, but I definitely believe that these top two matches delivered. Yoshihashi's tournament's been great. The crowd, and it's because the crowd loves him and they believe in him. All these years that he's ate dog shit, they still believe. And that's pretty cool,
man. Still believe in him. What a guy. Then you had Tai Chi taking on Jay White. Jay White comes away with the win here, but man, Tai Chi has won me over the G1 here.
Good.
It's been a blast. He took Switchblade to the limit, but inevitably everybody breathes with the switch, baby. 3 3/4 again, man. Double down on it.
Tai Chi having another banger. Now, let's move along where we can have some actual debates here, because I've watched these next two nights in full. We watched them together, Mike.
We did.
No slackers here, buddy. We're getting into the heat of things, and just so we can get everybody engaged a little bit here,
Yes.
whether you're watching this back.
We got Tag 17, which took place on the 14th. Go ahead, Ethan.
I was just going to give an update on our wager here.
Feel free. Let's start there.
I'm at 48. Oh, this has got to be rigged. Do you want to know what we're at right now?
Don't do it to me.
I'm at 48 and you're at 46. So
that's amazing.
Unbelievable. I didn't plan that.
Haley, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you as always. That's amazing, firstly. But let's dive into that night, bud. So you had David Finlay taking on Yoshihashi to open Tag 17. Go on. The floor is yours, Papa.
Oh, my God. David Finlay and Yoshihashi.
That's it.
Yeah, 2 3/4. I mean, good shit from both of these guys. I mean, at this point, shit's starting to wind down, so it kind of feels more like, I don't know, just routine matches. I think you can pick up that, like even the one we watched tonight. It just seemed like they were like trying to go ahead and get to the finish line here. So I mean, there wasn't a lot of fire in this. It was just these two fucking having a little match. 2 3/4. That's all from me. Finlay won, correct?
Yoshihashi won.
Oh, fuck. So, yeah, this is where you took the lead from me.
I was going to say, did you have it wrong? Because holy moly, that would play.
No. I have it here, but I didn't.
Wild factor later.
No. Well, it would tie us. Oh, anyways, no spoilers. But no, I don't have written down who won. I just have who we picked.
Yeah, so Yoshihashi won. It was a fine opener, man. It was just a back and forth affair. Another roll-up victory, and I think I'm just getting burnt out on those in the G1. So 2 3/4, it was fine. Your next match was Great Okan versus Tai Chi. Okan wins here, finally, it felt like. This was another fine back-and-forth match. The end felt wonky and just like it came out of nowhere. I wanted to like this more than I did. 2.5 stars.
Tai Chi and Okan, I wanted to like this more than I did as well. I don't know, man. I just couldn't get into it. Like I said, I feel like at this point, these guys are both mathematically eliminated from this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like there's no real stakes. It's just kind of like, oh, who can get one more little win to boost them? You know, and unfortunately, you could tell that neither one of them was really that jazzed up. Tai Chi wins, and Mike. This is where we're neck and neck, dude. You'll get one, and then I'll get one, and we just keep going and going. We're just gonna butt fucking here. Butt fucking.
It's tough, man.
It's tough.
Your next match, Jeff Cobb taking on Tom Lawlor. Lawlor in an ass beater here, man. Came away with a win, 3.5 stars, no frills, just an ass beater.
And this is where you took the lead from me because I picked that Cobb would win, and Tom Lawlor picks up another win. I did not expect Tom Lawlor to pick up as many victories as he has. I guess New Japan really fucking fooled me. I thought guys like Tom and LP weren't going to get that many wins, and here they are with a couple apiece and some big ones, too.
Yeah, buddy.
Fuck it, man. I went 3 1/4 on this. Good match. But I will probably won't ever watch it again. But it was good.
That's fair. Kenta versus Hiroshi Tanahashi was your main event for this night.
Yes.
Oh, man, this was fucking awesome. Kenta comes away with a win. I want to preface that I have not seen their match from Wrestle Kingdom this year, so I walked into this with zero expectation, and this fucking rocked. Kenta just came out and was just beating the shit out of Tanahashi. He was eliminated mathematically by this point, and so he just came in and tried to play spoiler for the ace, and he got it done. Hard-hitting, no-nonsense type shit. This was fantastic. A great main event, and it felt like a main event, 4 stars.
Yeah, this was awesome. I'm like in between 3 3/4 and 4 stars. This is the third match I've seen between them. I don't know if they've had more. I just remember they had the match in the G1 in 2019 when Kenta first came back to debuted in New Japan.
Yeah, weird.
And I thought the match was all right, but the big thing that I really loved was their Wrestle Kingdom match. You know, it wasn't some fucking amazing match, but they had a fucking plunder match at Wrestle Kingdom and fucked each other up for real. And then here, you basically have the same thing except without the plunder. They just fucked each other up. So, and that seems to be Kenta's thing, man. I mean, and we all know he can't move like he used to, but he hits just as hard, if not fucking harder. Mike said that when we were together the other day.
Buddy.
So, man, I love this main event. Kenta, he might be my fucking favorite of the tournament, low key, sort of.
Dude,
he's had
ass beaters constantly.
He's had some of those shitty ones with the House of Torture stuff, but I mean, he's had like Kenta ZSJ is like my second or third top match of the tournament so far. So, but yeah, man. And at the end of this night, Mike, you're ahead by 1 point, 50-49. Michael J leads us, and we go into the home stretch.
Oh man,
the show that happened this morning
that we just watched.
It is the last night of block action. This is where we determine the semifinals.
Dude,
let's fucking go. I think we need to. Can I start us off?
Please.
So the first match of the night is Juice Robinson and Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
If Ospreay wins and Shingo loses later in the night, Ospreay goes to the semifinals. Me and Mike both picked Will Ospreay on this one. And Will Ospreay won. So we both got this one right. So we move up to 51-50. Shout out Homicide, LAX. 2 3/4 for me. Match is fine. It's just these guys doing what they do.
3 flat. Move on. Next match was El Phantasma versus Shingo Takagi. ELP, man, he came away with it here. This is where my night started to look grim.
It is, buddy. So now we're tied, buddy. We're tied 51-51.
This was a fucking blast of a match, though. Shingo just makes anybody fucking look awesome. And again, El Phantasma, man, all respect to him. He's had a fucking blast of a G1. Most of his matches have been fantastic. That one with Yujiro is misery to think about. But otherwise, he's had a really, really great run in his block, and I thought it was a blast, 3 1/4.
Yep, I went 3 flat. Not much else to say. Next match, I might not be in order, but who gives a fuck? Oh, yeah, I am in order, actually. Tetsuya Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr., right?
No, Hiroki Goto versus Evil.
Oh, okay. Hiroki Goto versus Evil, star in 3/4. A waste of my time. Evil wins. Me and Mike both
star
got
in
it right.
3/4. That's it. Move on.
Moving along.
That's the Zack Sabre Jr. Tetsuya Naito. Go ahead.
And now this is where the foil began to come down.
Buddy, this was...
heading into this,
shit got messy for me.
Shit got
messy for me, dude.
So this is where Mike and me became tied. Or no, it wasn't.
Here's the
thing. We
thing,
became.
Dude. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
I took the lead here. I predicted Naito to win. Mike predicted ZSJ to win. Naito sneaks a quick victory. I mean, these two have had drawn-out longer matches in the past that ruled. I was hoping for another one here, but I'm more than happy with these guys just fucking taking care of business. I went 2 stars on it out of respect. Mike?
2 1/4. It was fine. It just was so fast. 3 minutes in and out. Call it a day. Zack's meltdown afterwards was fucking awesome.
Phenomenal. I forgot. Yes.
Yep. Awesome. And then Naito made me feel something, a.k.a. making me feel like he's a piece of dog shit, just by how he was taunting the entire time. Don't disrespect my English king, Zack Sabre Jr. The next match...
I just have to say, Zack Sabre Jr.'s fucking fit he threw, that shit made this... I don't know. It's just one of my favorite moments of the whole tournament. You know, we've had good matches, but like him, everything about that, and then fucking... Naito throwing the fucking ice.
Dude, the baseball moment, yeah, it was fucking awesome. If you haven't watched that, it's a 3 minutes match-wise, but 10 minutes of a fucking meltdown afterwards. Totally worth the time. Also, go and watch Archer Jonah and watch Jonah's response to the end of that match, Ethan. I think you'll be thoroughly impressed with old Top Dog.
Top Dog, buddy.
Next match was Sonata taking on Ishii. Ishii comes with a win. This just wasn't for me, and that's okay. 2.5.
I went 2 3/4. It was fine. Ishii might be seeing the end of his G1 runs coming near, but I hope this just builds towards him having one last big run next year. Maybe even fucking making the finals or doing some
I was going to say, win a block and figure it out from there.
Yeah, like one last hope, one last hit, because he delivers every time. He is better than half the people in this tournament, if not 60-70% of the people in this tournament. And he is your constant workhorse that has a banger with every fucking body, and he's who won Mike over on Tai Chi to start this bitch off. So, respects to my man. He's a sad man, write whatever you want about him, bro.
Amazing. Next match was Tama Tonga taking on Switchblade Jay White, and
guys,
Jeff is about to fucking lose his mind in chat.
Well, before Jeff roasts, I'm going to semi-roast myself. Because here we go. I have the lead here, and I predicted Jay White to sweep his block. He doesn't. Tama wins. With 2 matches left on this show, me and Mike are tied up. This match was good. 3 1/4. Mike loved it a lot more than me. I thought it was good. Mike, share your shit. Jeff, you speak up too.
Jeff said eat it. But Jeff, if you go back and watch last week, I do believe that I picked Tama Tonga to win that, and he did. This was fucking fantastic. I thought it was great. There was a lot of weird callbacks. You had the Prince Devitt callback at the end of the match, dude. Fucking awesome. 4 stars, man. I loved it. Thought it was fantastic. And with that, Tama Tonga wins the block over Jay White.
Pretty crazy, man.
I mean, pretty awesome stuff, man. So we have Tama Tonga solidified in the semifinals.
I just didn't even think until I read that preview thing like that Tama even had a shot. But then the thing is, I think about they haven't faced one another, and they both only have, Tama has 1 loss and Jay has none. But if Tama beats Jay, that's it.
That's it. And it's
I didn't even think it was possible for some reason.
Because every match Tama's been in has felt like a fucking dog fight, and it's like there's no way he's won every one but one, you know?
Yeah, because it's not just been like he's been mowing through with Jay. It almost was just like, oh, he's taking the block, move along.
Right.
But, hey.
I thought it was great. Here's where I fucked up, man. Right?
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. This match, I'm going to take the fucking reins. I'm not even going to lay this out like Mike fucked up. I'm going to lay this out for what this was. This was me and Mike in 10 years. Fighting over who's going to pay the DoorDash fee for our Frizoli's pizza and fucking noodles, bud. I'm Bad Luck Fale. Mike is Jonah. One's tall and chunky. The other one's short and chunky. Right now, I'm tall and have a dad bod, but I'm soon going to be as big as fucking Bad Luck Fale when I'm 40.
Oh, my God.
Not that I'm 30, I'm 26. But anyways.
I can't wait to clip this, bro.
But this is where Mike fucked up
This
now.
is where I fucked up.
Instead of picking who he's going to be in the future and picking Jonah, he decided to say, I'm going to fucking play games and pick Fale to beat Jonah. That's where he fucked up.
I did fuck up.
And that's where I thought with my brain and not my heart, buddy. My heart said, Fale, that's me in about 15 years. Fucking around with Mike in the house with Justin refereeing and throwing each other off the balcony. Mike, I'm sorry, brother. But I think you might owe me some Chicago Diner, bud. And I want everyone in the chat. If anyone's here, if Haley, if you're still here, if either of the Fullers are here, anyone that's going to be in Chicago with us, me and Michael J. made a bet that I somehow won. And I have to say this, man, respects to Mike. We fought hard, buddy. You're mad.
I'm not mad, man.
You're not happy, bro.
Here's the deal, dude, is that I put it all on the line for fucking Bad Luck Fale to come in and fuck me.
And how in the world?
He did. I saw the body slam, and what happened, dude? He picks his big ass up.
Cortland said Jeff is red juice.
That is amazing. So I saw the body slam from Jonah, and I looked you in the face, and I said, what? There's my fucking Chicago Diner win.
And dude, why did they have to put this show together like this where our wager truthfully came down
to it all?
To Jonah and Bad Luck fucking Fale. And I'll say this, man. Everybody poked a little fun at me for sucking Jonah's dick about the Okada match. Fuck it, I'll suck Jonah's dick. He won me some free Chicago Diner and he gave me my favorite match of the tournament. Fuck it.
Oh, dude, what a mess, man.
Mike, from now on, we're going to call you the Rogue General. General Mike Klinsky.
Oh.
That's going to be the intro to something.
Oh, God, no. I can't. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with it. I can't.
You can start it off and you can say, and I'm your host, the Rogue General, Michael Klinsky. Bad luck, Mike Klinsky.
I hate you so
That's
much.
4 Ks, baby. We're cutting
done
loose on here.
Nothing to deserve the bullshit that I've gotten.
When we reach...
I put faith in Bad Luck Fale. Like, what
Faith in Fale. Faith in Fale, and it fucked you. That's 3 Fs, dog. You failed, you fucked, and you fale'd. I'm done. When we enter the home stretch of these streams, all hell fucking breaks loose. My brain gets fried. I didn't watch half of this shit because, buddy, I don't have a good attention span and I work too much and I get distracted. But I saw enough to know who wins a fucking plate.
I made it through all of these goddamn matches, bud. And I put my faith in Bad Luck fucking Fale. Are you kidding me, bro?
You know, just like you didn't let me live down Mr. Furnace on Up and Over, I'm not letting you live down being the Rogue General. So, Cortland, write it down. Jeff, write it down. Red Shoes, you there?
Oh, God bless.
Pull the shirt out. But we still got a main event to talk about.
Jonah won 2 stars. Yeah, dude, it's fun. I'll front a bill.
I'll front a bill. Let that bitch eat on it, buddy.
That's a mess, man. I don't.
All right, moving on. The final match of the night: Lance Archer versus Kazuchika Okada, and we talked like this was not a given because Archer could win this or could have won this and went on to the fucking semifinals, but he doesn't, and we all kind of figured he wouldn't. The match still fucking ruled.
Fucked by the general. Oh my gosh. God. Let's move on. We have to move on.
Yeah, so anyways, but even though we knew the outcome, because we saw a spoiler thanks to somebody who's in the chat right now.
Posting that bitch on their Instagram stories.
Before we could get off of work and watch it. I still fucking love this match. Lance Archer came out. He wasn't focused on hitting young boys or nothing like that. He just got in that ring, stood in the center of it, let Okada do his shit, strut his feathers. Okada walks up to him like a damn dog in heat. He wasn't even like a dog in heat. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going. And Archer grabbed him, throttled him. And you know what I saw when Lance Archer lifted up Okada? This is our fucking second to last show. I can cut loose a bit. Have you ever seen the episode of Raw in 2003 where Kane lifts up Eric Bischoff
and sets him down?
And JR says, "Choke slam him! Choke slam him! God damn it, do it!" That's what I thought of when Archer modeled it. So yeah, Okada comes back. Okada sells great for Archer here. It's not as monumental as the Jonah match, but he put on for Archer, made him look phenomenal. Good selling from Okada. Archer clobbered the fuck out of him. 3 3/4. It just wasn't believable enough and didn't. I don't know. It just didn't have that feel of the Okada-Jonah match. That was like a spectacle, man. Because like Jonah won, it was a shocking turnaround, and everything felt up in the air at that point in time. You know, this had a lot of the similar things that made it great, but it didn't have, as weird as it sounds, it didn't have as high of a stake to me because I just didn't believe Archer was going to win this. So
interesting.
Which may be my own problem, you know, fuck me.
Yeah,
but how do you feel about it, buddy?
4 flat, bud. This is fucking awesome. You're right, Archer did fucking kill Okada on multiple occasions. He hits him with a Rainmaker of his own, and I just looked at you when it happened, like, holy fuck.
Dude,
it was awesome.
Him.
Oh, dude, it was great. Yeah, this was awesome. You have Okada and Tama Tonga as your semifinals. And then you also get Tetsuya
my
Naito
prediction
versus Will Ospreay.
The first time ever, Ospreay versus Naito. Something told me they were going to pull this out, and I'm horny for it. I don't like Will Ospreay, and Tetsuya Naito is not one of my favorite wrestlers by any stretch. But you know what I do like? You know what I really like? Seeing idiots drop each other on their heads a lot. And you know what Tetsuya Naito does when he faces dummies? And I'm going to call Kota Ibushi a dummy. He's not the same type of dummy as Will Ospreay, but he likes to do dangerous shit. So I have this bad feeling that Ospreay and Naito are going to drop each other on their heads a lot, and I'm going to like it and probably give it 3.5 to 4 stars.
Buddy.
So, Mike, with this laid out,
I've already lost.
No, listen though.
Misery.
I've already laid out from the start. I laid out Ospreay, Naito, and I thought it would be Okada and Jay. But we're getting Okada and Tama instead. But still, my final that I think's going to happen is Okada and Ospreay. What do you think's going to happen? It can be the same. It can be different. It doesn't matter.
Of the two, I would prefer to see Okada Ospreay, and I know that's not what you want to hear. But Naito,
that's what I'm picking.
Naito just isn't it for me.
And me either. We've seen Okada and Naito. Literally, I've probably watched them wrestle 10 times now. Like,
you know, Ethan,
it's old news.
We could sit here and twiddle our thumbs about that, but you brought up an interesting prediction about the end of the finals. So why don't you go?
All right, everybody.
Why don't you go into detail there, bud?
All right, guys. Here's where we're going with this.
Story time with Ethan Lewis, baby. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I don't see Bob Fish anywhere in here.
Haley, I hope that you're still in the chat because I feel like this could potentially play into something that might be important to you.
Any 90-year-olds in here? Mr. Fish?
Robert?
Fuck Adam Cole. Anyways, here's what's going to happen, guys. And you can trust me on this. Never mind. I really don't believe in this prediction enough to tell everyone to trust me on this. Okay, so here's what I think is going to happen. Okada and Ospreay are going to have their match. Okada is going to win the G1 Climax. Solidify himself 2 years in a row. Okada's the man. Last year he was wrestling Kota Ibushi, and Ibushi fucked his shoulder up. They didn't even get to fully finish their match. It was kind of an anticlimactic, no pun intended, final to the G1 Climax. So this year, I think Okada gets his big final G1 Finals match. He wins it second year in a row. And there's always, almost always, an angle coming out of the G1. And I think Thursday morning, mere 6 to 8 hours after we see Kenny Omega on Dynamite, that's my first prediction that's unrelated, we're going to see Kota Ibushi return to New Japan to confront Okada after the finals of the G1. Now, this is me completely coming out of left field. This is me fantasy booking, thinking with my heart and thinking with my hopes and dreams, because I love the Golden Lovers more than I love almost anything in wrestling ever. But I just think these guys do shit this way. Like, if Ibushi was anywhere near being ready, I fully believe they would somehow have lined it up where, all right, Kenny's going to come back the same fucking night, technically, that fucking Ibushi comes back to New Japan. I just think it would be great. I don't know if Ibushi's cleared. I don't know if he's mentally okay. And if he's not, take another 2 years off. Never wrestle again, bro, as long as you're good. But I would love to see this happen. So, there's my thoughts.
Fantastic.
Because I mean, the thing is, and then from a kayfabe perspective, obviously, you know, you can do Okada and Ibushi on night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom with fucking Okada's title shot on the line, and then the winner faces Jay, or you could just give Ibushi a shot against Jay on night 1 and have the winner face Okada on night 2. However they wanted to do it, because now that there's 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom, you got to do something there now. You know, you always got to wait for that second part of the storyline to come in. And I know Tama's going to get a title shot, but I think that's going to come very soon and not at Wrestle Kingdom. But anyways, drop your thoughts. I love you guys.
I love that. So you have Okada, Ospreay, Okada winning. I have Okada, Ospreay, Okada winning.
Sweet.
And I just think that's a beautiful spot to end with, Ethan.
I think so. And just so everyone knows, we have one last stream left. We're going to watch the semifinals tonight or in the morning, whatever. Then we're going to watch the finals tomorrow and Thursday. I don't know what time yet. You want to just do 8:45 Eastern?
That's fine.
We're going to discuss the finals and see how things shake out, preview Wrestle Kingdom, maybe announce some cool stuff, and just have fun with you guys one more time before we decide on our next adventure on streaming and Podland. So,
yes. Like Ethan said, some cool things may be announced, maybe not. Who knows? I like doing that shit sometimes. I have a hard time with secrets, Ethan.
Oh, man,
I'm the worst with
I
secrets.
do too. And I'm holding a couple of secrets right now about our future.
I'm holding a big secret that nobody knows.
Yes, me too. We have a secret no one knows, and we have a secret that like 8 people know.
I have a personal secret that nobody knows, but there will
I don't know?
Yeah, nobody knows. But there will be footage of it soon, so that'll be cool.
Does it involve me?
No.
Does it involve you and Jeff?
It involves me.
What the fuck are you doing?
You'll have to see. I think it'll probably be posted, if I was a betting man, it will be posted while I'm in Chicago with you. I'm a betting man. That's when it'll be posted.
No one knows about this.
No.
But it's going to be when I'm in Chicago with you.
Yes. It'll be posted.
Is it a video or a picture? Or
It'll probably be a video, would be my guess.
Who's going to be in the video?
I don't know. Me.
You? And anyone else?
I'm sure.
Anyone that's in the stream right now?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Zack.
I don't like
this.
this.
At the end. Oh, Zack Lawlor.
Zack, buddy. Hey, oh yeah, speaking of real quick, anybody that's watching this, whether you're watching it live or watching it the next day, day after, whatever, GCW in Charlotte, North Carolina, Friday of this week, we'll be there. And I think we're going to be in Atlanta, too, so come say hi to us.
I wasn't going to commit to Atlanta until you did, bud, so I'm glad you did.
I wasn't going to commit to it either. I'm kind of having second thoughts.
I love that. Your boy Anthony Henry's going to be there. That is your boy.
That's tough, though, but at the same time, I don't want to drive in Atlanta. And I know you don't either, for reasons.
I don't give a fuck.
So...
Amazing.
So here's this. I say we just do Deadlock Pro on September 17th instead of GCW Atlanta. We're about to fly to Chicago and see like 4 GCW shows.
It don't matter to me, but whatever you want to do, that's cool with me. But anyway, guys, cool things coming down the pipeline. Y'all will see all the surprises soon. Y'all will hear about them. If you see us around, so Ethan and I are going to be at All Out. We're going to be at Dynamite Rampage that whole week with AEW. We're going to be at all the GCW shows.
We're going to be at AEW Thursday night, Logan Square. Post up.
Yeah, if y'all see us, man, come up and talk to us. We'd love to chat with y'all.
I'll give you a hug. I'll shake your hand.
That's it. Tell your friends to check us out. Follow some really, really cool people over at the PW Truth, at my Twitter, which is all linked in the description. We will absolutely put on for some friends here in a little bit. So there's just going to be a good follow spree for you guys. Great people that do great stuff within professional wrestling and the landscape there. So we will definitely put on for them. So make sure you follow them because they have awesome content as well. And we'll see you back here in a couple days.
Hey, I can't just leave us like this. Everyone. If you live in South Carolina, we're about to go to a Waffle House. Come find us. Have a good night, everybody.